So I've washed my face, I've moisturized my face. I'll put those products down below. I use the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer in my T-zone, underneath my eyes, and right around here. I also use the L'Oreal Youth Code Pore Vanisher around the perimeter of my face and a little right here. And I use this also in my T-zone after I applied the Rimmel Matte Mattifying Primer. So that's what I do. And I always wash my face before, wash and moisturize my face before I apply my makeup and my eye makeup and my brows. So let's get started. Now what I do is I start off with a highlight color, since this is a really dramatic bold look, and I'm assuming that you would wear this if you were going out or for a special event. I'm going to use a brighter highlight than I normally use. Usually I use Mayron Medium Dark 4, but today I'm going to use Mayron Medium Dark 3 and 4. So yeah, this is Medium Dark 4. This is a new one because I'm almost out, but this is what it looks like. This is what I normally use. I've hit pan on it and I'm trying to finish the rest of it, and I've got a new one already ready to go. What is this? So I'm going to use Medium Dark 3, the Mayron HD Cream foundation here. This is what it looks like. As you see, I don't really use a lot of it because it's really intense. A little bit goes a long way, and if you use too much, it can look really bad. So you have to kind of be careful with that. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes, T-zone area, and right here as well. The Makeup Forever 108 brush. Apply this a little. Okay, normally I color correct, but since I'm doing a heavier highlight and contour than what I normally do, I might just skip it because I don't think I'll need it. So next I take the Mayron in the color Medium Dark 4. I'm going to go underneath that same highlight with I'm going to go underneath the highlight that I already applied, and I'm going to place it a little bit under, kind of make a gradient effect here. You'll see in a minute, just right there, and then kind of just drag it down.
See, that's a little bit better, because if you left it like this, it'd be really, if you were on stage, if you're doing drag or something like that, or you're on stage, period, and you wanted something to really make your face pop, you would want to leave this highlight. But we're not doing that. We're going out to the club, we're going out for an evening out, a girls' night out, and we're going to look fierce and fabulous, and our photos to look on and popping, to look banging, without looking too theatrical. That's what we're going for. Theatrical looks are not bad, but they're not for everyone, but this is just a doable look. I'm just creating, it's like art, it's like painting. I do have some, not art credits, but per se, but I do have a lot of experience with drawing and it's something that I've been good at for a while, so that I think helps with this, and especially in art class I paid really good attention. So a lot of these techniques are art-based techniques, except you're just putting it on your face. Like the shading and highlighting and contouring is all pretty much art stuff.
Okay, so this is the highlighting portion. I've highlighted. Now I'm going to go in and contour, and that's taking a shade 2 or 3 shades darker than your own and applying it around the perimeter of your face in the number or the shape of a 3 usually is a general rule. Today I'm going to use Sable by Mayron. That's a really rich, deep, dark, reddish based color. Usually I use dark 3, Mayron dark 3 or Mayron dark 4, but since my foundation is since it's summertime and I've darkened it a little bit, it's a little bit more yellow based, so I'm going to use something that's more red to kind of bring the foundation and the contour and the highlight together. That makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. And that just comes with practice and trying out new foundations and colors and just getting a feel for what works best for you. And that's what I've learned over time, that if it's not a perfect match, you can make it work if it's like the undertone is wrong. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to just map out what I like to, how I like to chisel out my face. I like to do right here, sink in right here to kind of create a thinner face. Not saying that my face is fat, but I want a more defined face, so that's where I put that color at. And right here, which I've put too much because this is really pigmented, and right underneath my jawline, right here, and against my nose. Sometimes a little right here. Sure. And this slims down the face. And before I do the other side, I'm just going to show you what I do, how the difference it makes when you blend it all together. So I'm taking my Makeup Forever 112 brush and I'm just blending. I'm starting with the lighter part and I'm pressing it into the skin to diffuse the color.
As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side. But I want to make sure you see the power of contour and highlighting here. So I'm pressing it into the skin. It helps smooth it out, diffuse it, and for it to blend and just kind of stick on your skin.
Now I'm going to blend out the contour.
Dabbing motions, you can swirl if you want, but I like to do this. This brush does all the work for me, so all I have to do is dab, 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 and it blends out for me. That's why I love these brushes. They are like my holy grail brushes. I love them. They're everything. I don't have to do any work whatsoever. Just press, press, dab, dab, press, press, dab, dab. I don't even have to swirl. This, I'm not going to brush it down. I'm going to brush it this way, and I'm going to brush it up. Blend it upwards, okay? That's going to help with your bronzer. That's going to help with contouring. That's going to help with shadowing. Right there. Now I'm going to go here on the side. Now this one, I use a sweeping motion for, okay? This one you want to be very diffused. However, say if it's too much here, you take a makeup remover or a wet wipe or a cloth and just wipe right there. Okay, but you want that to be blended because it'll look like you'll have a bruise if you don't. So, just by doing that, it's a little bit too much here, but that's okay. I'm going to fix that with foundation. My foundation will fix that, but I wanted to show you just the difference, kind of how warm, how the contour brings back in the warmness and brings back in dimension to your face. See how flat that is? And see how warm that is.
Taking my Estee Lauder and Sandalwood Double Wear, I'm going to pour 1 pump on a dish here. This is not my normal dish. I'm supposed to shake it up first. I didn't shake it up. Take a flat kabuki brush is what I normally use, or a stippling brush, and I do it by sections. I have to work really quick with this because it dries really fast. But I'm going over the areas where I didn't apply highlight at. That's where I start. I don't go over the dark parts, very little, because otherwise you'll lose that. You'll lose that contour.
Now, that's the bottom part. I'm going to take another pump here. Usually doesn't take 2 pumps, actually probably just takes a pump in here. Go a little bit here and a little bit here. not all the way up to the eye. A little bit on the nose here. Now I'm going to lose a little bit of that highlight. And see how I over contoured right here? I'm just going over it with the foundation a little bit to kind of balance it out there. I'm taking the rest because I used too much. Like I said, 2 pumps is like way too much for the Estee Lauder. But I'm going to take it and put it over the areas where I usually have darker marks. Bam. There you go. Now, as you can see, I lost some of the highlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back with my LA Pro Girl, and I'm going to use it in my T-zone underneath my eyes. I'm going to blend it out.
Already applied the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Almond in my T-zone underneath my eyes, in a triangle shape here underneath my eyes, and a shell or fan shape on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and jaw. But I will show you how I blend it out, okay? I'm taking my 108 by Makeup Forever, and I'm just dabbing.
I'm not doing anything else dabbing. You can smooth a little, you can pull down if you want, but I don't want to spread it too far. Just right where I placed it. Sometimes I smile a little bit to make sure I don't spread it or move it too far. And I'm just dabbing. I'm just dabbing, pressing motions. Sometimes I sweep, but it's not necessary because this brush basically does everything for me with little effort. So that's why you'll see me using the Makeup Forever brushes all the time or religiously, because they're just that good. And if they're dirty, you'll see me, or they're drying because I'm cleaning them, you'll see me use other brushes like Sedona, Bdellium brushes, or Sigma brushes, Tom Ford brushes, Marc Jacob brushes, things of that nature. There you go. So now I brought the highlight back here. I'm going to take that same brush I used to apply my foundation, and I'm going to go around the perimeter of that highlight, and I'm just going to press, because there's still foundation on here. It's going to help blend those edges out. And that's Ariana in the background. Now, as you can see, I've only done it to one side. You can see the difference
of blending. This side is blended, this side is not blended. Blended, not blended. So you can obviously see the difference here, and what and why it's important. Why, not what, but why it's important to blend and take your time. If you want that flawless beat face, it's just going to take blending, patience, practice, and understanding where to place your product. Where some of the magic happens, where you really start seeing like a dramatic highlight and contour. I know this seems like a lot of products, but when you wash it off your face, it really isn't. I don't really slap on a lot of products. It's just a lot of steps to have like that flawless professional look. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that there are quicker ways. I have done it quicker, but the results are not the same. So I'm just letting you know. So I'm showing you exactly how I do my makeup routine almost every day without fail. Maybe 1 or 2 things that I may or may not do, but other than that, it's pretty much all the same. So what I'm going to do is...
Okay, I messed up. I forgot to set my highlight and my contour with powder. I'm using the Chanel Universal Compact in the color 40, Translucent 3. Just going to take that with my Makeup Forever 110 brush. These are expensive at Sephora, but I have a place on eBay where I buy them for like half or more off. And I'm going to have those links posted down below for you. Like that. So you can see how the powder has just like blurred everything. I made it more flawless. Okay. After that, I take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is the old packaging. I do have some new MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes that I haven't tried yet, but I'm going to definitely repurchase this one. This one lasts forever. I haven't even hit pan on this. I've had it for like almost damn near a year. So, and 2 or 3 months ago, I started using my makeup every day, and I still haven't hit pan on this. So I'm going to take Dark Deep. I'm going to take my 130 Wavy Brush by Makeup Forever. This brush is bomb. I have 2 of them. I actually ordered another one, and I actually ordered another one of these too. So that'll make 6. I'll have 6 totals of these, and 3 total of these. That's how much I love those brushes. So I take this, and I'm just going to go around the area I didn't apply the Chanel powder. Okay. A light buffing situation, even though I've already added bronzer on this side, because I forgot. Dab, dab, and just right around the perimeter, right where I didn't add the Chanel, right there. Bam. The matte matte skin finish sets it and also makes it look blurred and flawless. So as you can see, there's definitely a difference. So after that, then that's when I go into the bronzer. Add a little bit more because I've lost it, I'm sure. Just a little bit. Right where I added the dark contour. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Mandalay Dusk, the Shea Moisture Mandalay Dusk. Where is it? There it is. And I'm going to use my Sedona 05 brush here. I use different brushes sometimes, but I'm just going to use this one because it's the one that's closest to me, the one I have available. I'm just going to apply that. Just a little dab. You don't need a whole lot because it's pretty pigmented. Okay, right there. Right where I added the dark cream contour. And I'm going to blend it in with this brush. Normally I use another brush to blend it in, but that brush is wet because I'm cleaning it. So I'm going to have to make it work, honey. Okay, that is the Mandalay Dusk. Now I take the CoverGirl Clean Collection in Ebony and I go over that one more towards the base of scalp here to give more of to warm it up a little bit, bring some warmth back into it. Yes, it's a lot, but you asked for how I do my face, my routine, this is how I do it. This is how I look snatched, grabbed, and beat. Now normally, what I'm going to do is, I do it to my nose too, except I don't do the refined golden on my nose, I just do the Mandalay Dusk here, and then I do the CoverGirl. And I'm using the Sedona 618 brush. Take that and I take another brush, usually it's like some kind of brush like this, 773 Sedona, and I just take it and I blend it. So this is what it's going to look like. This is the side without bronzer. Okay, this is the side with bronzer. So you can definitely see the difference here. And that's just kind of like, wow. Especially when you're finishing up, you're like, wow, that really looks nice. You know, your cheeks look lifted, you look sunken in, you look sharp, and you look thinner. Even in the camera, you can see I look thinner on this side and fuller on this side. So it's just an illusion. It's just a special effects, a tricking of the eye to make your face look slimmer. So I'm going to do the other side of my face and I'm going to come back.
Hey guys, I'm back and this is the completed look. I'm sorry I skipped on the blush and the highlighter and the lipstick lip gloss process, but I thought that'd be self-explanatory, so I'm going to quickly go through that, what I used. So after I finished doing the bronzer and the powder, I did go back in with my La Mer translucent powder and I did apply it to my T-zone and underneath the eyes. This is just an extra step, you don't have to do it, and this product is amazing and I will do a review of that really soon. I'm very, very happy with this product. Then I took 3 blushes. You don't have to use 3 blushes and they don't have to be this brand. This brand is actually really cheap. It's the La Femme Hollywood blushes. I use Purple Passion first, right here. And after that I used Mulberry, which is another La Femme. And then I used Magenta to add, add back that pink purple color, magenta. And I put that a little bit on top, very lightly, and to make a really neat kind of gradient Grace Jones kind of effect going on there. Then after that, I used the Becca Rose Gold. This is new, and I love it. I love it. If you're not for sure about Opal and you're my skin tone, Opal works good on my skin tone, but this one, if you want something a little bit more like this color, this is going to go beautiful on your skin. I use that right here above my cheeks, on the bridge of my nose, a little right here and a little right here, and above my Cupid's bow. After that I used Elf Spray to remove the powdery look, but I didn't have to do that. That's an extra step. And then I used the Scandinavia in oil control, and I sprayed twice. I usually spray 4 times, but since I'm not going out today, I just sprayed twice to save on product. And then that's it, and these are like swatches on my hand. And I added a half wig here to kind of glam it up a little bit, and this is what it would look like if you had your hair out or you're done and you're ready to go. I do have a crop top strapless dress on here that's purple, but it's not the right kind of purple. So this is the completed look. Yes, hunty, this is essentially my routine every single day, minus 1 or 2 steps. It just depends. Sometimes I add a little more, I add a little bit less, but the most time that's going to be spent is on the eyes, rather than the face, because the eyes have a lot of shadows going on. There's a lot of blending, there's a lot of different colors, there's a lot of different adding and subtracting, the lashes, the liquid eyeliner, the mascara, the eyebrows, to get that flawless beat look. So this is what it looks like, and I will have close-ups and pictures and things like that. I will have Instagram pictures and everything posting about this look. I hope this video is not going to be very long because I have to wait till after editing, but this was the most requested next to my neutral eye look, which will be the next one. This one was the most, not necessarily the most requested on with YouTube and Instagram together. I found that this one was the most popular and most liked and most viewed look, was the purple Nurple. So this is my purple Nurple. This is usually what I do when I do my purple Nurple, and I do it at least every other week or once a week sometimes, depending on how I feel, but I usually always do some kind of purple. But I call this my purple Nurple, and you can hashtag purple Nurple, and I should be under that on Instagram. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I hope this was helpful. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you and goodbye. See you later.